I mean, the first thing with the running back is they have to take care of the football. So important in this first game that we take care of the football on offense. The second thing is, they have to run physical. Runs of 3 got to turn into 5 and 6. And the last thing is, how many guys can you make miss when it gets to the second level? What can you turn in? Can you turn good into great? Can you turn a gain of 7 into a gain of 80? And those are the things we're looking for in the run game. In the pass game, they got to be able to protect, be strong. I've been very, very impressed with our pass protection at running back. Really been solid. And then they, whatever they can do out of the backfield in terms of route running and pass catching is obviously important as well.
When you see a guy get that shot early, like TreVeyon, and then have it work to it and get it off, what does that mean to you?
Well, we laugh and joke a lot about, I did that. It's not this never has been nor will be about me, right? If I wasn't coaching running backs, what's the date? 17th, 18th? They'd have another one here on the 19th, right? They have someone else coach on the 19th. It is what it is. So really for me, it's all about, I think this whole coaching thing is really about, are you helping develop these young men to be the people that they want to be? And obviously the football players they want to be too. And can I be an avenue, and am I an avenue and a caveat to help them and a vehicle to help them achieve and to continue to grow? And so for me, it's great. It's like your kids, when you see your kids happy and fulfilled because they've achieved something, that's a great feeling. But not for me, but for them. Because you see that the work that they put in to achieve something, and so it does it. You swallow a little bit of pride. Hey, that guy's doing well, and I'm happy for him. I watch the success that J.K. Dobbins is having. I have nothing to do with that. That's him. That's his success. See, those are their successes. And I just happen to be one of the guys. I coach those guys, and I'm coaching Trey, and I'm coaching Evan, and Master. So when they have successes, that's really a culmination of the work that they put in, and at least that's how I believe. That's what I believe in. And that's what we're here to do, is to help them develop into the people and the players that they want to be.
You pay attention to the buzz about the other guys around you too. TreVeyon, Miyan, whatever. You pay attention to that, or you just put your head down? How do you approach it?
It is what it is. Somebody comes in, it's kind of a new shiny thing. I respect everybody in the room. All great players coming to Ohio State. Great player, of course. And we recruited them. We want them to come in and beat the next guy that was just in here. So that's what you expect, And so, like I said, I'm grateful for them coming in, and competition was making me better. So I don't really, I know of it, and I've maybe seen some things here and there, but I don't look into it. I don't try to dwell on that type of thing. I just focus on getting better and focus on. I guess it's kind of like, people in the building kind of know what's going on, like more so than people outside the building. So, no matter what the media may say, we know what's going on here. It's coaching staff, players. So, but again, I appreciate every back in that room, and just making each other better.
Master, from a talent standpoint, what do you see specifically out of Miyan and TreVeyon that they bring to the table?
Man, they're just go-getters, man. They were, big thing is effort, and they put forth that effort, and they're headhunters, man. If you're not watching, they'll catch you slipping, and they'll embarrass you. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna come out here, and they're not gonna shy away from contact. They're not gonna shy away from pass blocking. It's they're aggressive, and that's kind of a big part of really playing here, being aggressive and being, so I just feel like, overall, they're great competition for me, and it's made me better over the summer, made me better over preseason, so I can't be mad at that,
Miyan, everybody has talked about, at least from your coaching staff standpoint, has talked about your development the last few months of the summer. Can you go through a little bit of the commitment you made to try to make that a part of what you wanted to see in your future in football? What did you do? How different a player are you from when you were a year ago?
Actually, I tell myself, like, you just gotta find a way to keep going no matter how you feeling. So, like, gotta just put your all into it. Then you gotta embrace the brotherhood, too, that's here, the culture. It really helped me out, too.
From a speed standpoint, you ran 40 last year, you ran it this year.
Yeah, in the offseason, I stretched a lot. When I was training back at home, I did a lot of stretching and stuff. Got my speed up a little bit.
What is your weight?
223. 223.
What has it done for you? Do you feel like you've got a 10-pound weight off your back and feel lighter?
Yeah, actually, I feel lighter. I feel better than last year.
Explain what that slide run around 10-pound bike.
I just feel like loose, more loose.
Does it make, practice is not easy, but do you feel that physically now, and as you finish your practice with what you did a year ago, do you physically feel different?
Yeah, definitely feel different than last year. Last year it was tough. Freshman year, everything just going back quick.
What were your expectations for yourself coming in?
Got a lot of expectations for myself. I got big expectations. I don't want to put that out there, but I got big expectations for myself.
In a room with 5 backs in it, what do you have to do to stand out, do you think? Did you just do everything right? How would you describe it?
Yeah, definitely that. It's all about competing and stuff like that, getting better each and every day. You can't take no day off. You can't waste a day, because you waste a day, that next running back, he not wasting a day. He's trying to get better.
How does Coach Alford, how does he keep you informed of, like, sort of, for one another term, where you stand? You know what I mean? Does he let you guys know after practice every day, good, bad, it's indifferent?
Nah, not really.
Really?
Yeah, not really.
So, what, you walk in every day with a blank slate? How would you describe it?
Yeah, pretty much that. He motivate all of us to do better, though, each and every day. He tell us, like, not to waste a day and things like that. But other than that, he tell all of us, like, this is a big day, things like that.
Teams that you noticed, you could tell that TreVeyon didn't play last year,
More in the spring. More in the spring. Him and Evan both. I think that was one of the things that they come in with such high expectations and the media hype and all these things that are great, and it's good for a pat on the back. But when you get in between those lines, it really doesn't matter. And you got to play the game. How do you get better if you're not actually playing? So they needed to play, and you could tell in the spring that they were a little apprehensive on some things. One, because they didn't know. Again, it's a new system and everything's new to them. But two, they hadn't played in a long time. And it's one thing to play 7-on-7. It's one thing to go out and run drills and throw the ball with your buddies. It's a whole other issue to get 22 guys on the field, and here we go. But you can tell that they've settled in. And with the calls, and settled in with the way you play the game again, and you can see that maturation process every single day. It's just a little bit better, and they may not realize it because they're in that swirling bowl, if you will. But if you go back and look at practice 1 to practice 13, you can see it.
It hasn't really affected me. Like, when I didn't play last year, I spent that time working on my game, but like, once I started getting hit and stuff again, I got tired of getting hit, but once I adjusted to it, I was straight.
What was it like the first time you got hit? Remember that?
It didn't really hurt, but it was all right.
What's been the biggest adjustment for you?
The biggest adjustment is just the speed of the game. Like, the guys are faster, technique and stuff wise. They're good at their techniques. So the game just got faster for real.
Miyan, was there something about, like, last year that flipped the switch for you, or was there really no change in your approach last season as well as coming into this year?
I don't think it was a change. It's just like, I just know, like, as the game go on, you gotta, like, get better at certain things to yourself as a player, and then you gotta figure out what you can do for the team too.
Was that a process that you kind of started going through last season as you go through fall camp, and then you start going through the season, some things kind of started, clicking for you?
Yeah.
What was it exactly that kind of started that mental process for you and started that change in your thought process and your approach?
Just like seeing, like, when somebody make a play, like how the sideline reacts to, like, get the sideline jumping. That's kind of make somebody feel good about themselves.
Kind of like that play you put on Nolan Turner? last year's game. That got a pretty good reaction from the sidelines in Buckeye Nation.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's got that, whatever it is, and what's your why. When you're watching everybody else, and all of a sudden you start seeing people doing certain things, it's like, man, I better get moving, because that train is continuing that train's left the station and it's going to go rolling, and I got to keep up, whatever that looks like. And so yeah, but everyone's got their different motivators.
At the end of the year last year, even the beginning of the season last year, were you ever 100%, do you think? I mean, how would you describe it? How much different do you feel just physically in this camp? Obviously last year was weird, but
I would say, man, nobody's really ever like 100%. You know what I'm saying? You always have something bothering you, little, whether it be little or big. You know, so bottom line is, I just continue to improve. Get better. I had some things that I need to improve on from last year, and I feel like I will, and I have improved on that. And I think just, well, the main thing is staying healthy. Like, I've dealt with something pretty much every year and all season that, kind of held me back. But staying healthy is something I really think is a big stride, a big accomplishment. Really being intentional about taking care of my body, recovering, and hydrating, and doing just everything I can above and beyond to make sure I stay on the field, so I can be available and work on the things that I do need to work on and improve on.
Here's what the expectation is. The expectation for TreVeyon and Evan and Master and Marcus and Miyan is the same as it is for Mike Hall, to be the best version of them that they can be every single day, and to try to help this football team be as successful as it can be every single day. But to put some outside influences and pressures on them, I just don't think that's fair. But I think you can get what you want if, again, it goes back to be the best version of yourself, and that's going to be good enough.